Hi there. Hi, everybody. How are you today? Welcome to the program. Nice to see you here. It's Stock Markets with Bruce, the name of the channel. They call me Uncle Bruce, the old guy, going to be 70 a couple of months from now. Oh, can you believe it? I can't believe it. Going to be 70, and I welcome you to the channel. I'm here to talk to you, if at all possible, in plain English, to let you know what the hell is going on in the market. And if you're a regular here, you know, and you are likely an option writer. You are involved in stock options, index options, 0 day to expiry options. You're into the writing of options, like call options, covered call writing. You're into poor man covered call writing. You're into um, put credit spreads. You're into cash secured put writing, call credit spreads. 0 day to expiry credit spreads. You're into all kinds of trades, and I welcome you all to the show. Um, and you're asking me, and I'm asking you, are you making any money, and what's the best way to make money in this market? A number of you, a very high number of you, if you've been here long enough, you've been around a while. You've been with me from the beginning, 2021. Jan 2021, when I went live every day. I started this channel in June 2020, but we just celebrated 5 years on the air. But in the last 4.5 years, I've been on with you daily. We got a pattern here. There's kind of a routine that a lot of you have kind of adopted, and the reason you adopt routines, like anyone, is because they work. And one of the routines that many of you have adapted is you've decided that the old man is right. Why hold stock if you don't have to make money? Why not own cash, get paid interest on your money, and put your money to work through perhaps cash secured puts? Where if you like a stock, if you love Sofi, many of us do, sell Sofi even at 14, 15 a share back a little while ago. Sold it there and immediately wrote $20 cash secured puts against it, against your cash, offering to buy the stock at a higher price than it's trading at. Unthinkable. You're willing to pay $20 for a stock that's trading at 15. You would have been paid $8.50 a share for that privilege. In other words, you're offering to buy the stock at $11.50. Who's kidding who here? We're not kidding anybody, because around here we like making money. Many of you wrote $20 cash secured puts 6 months ago, back in early part of this year, when they were $7, $8, $9 each, and you kept writing as often as you could. You came up with $2,000, you wrote another put contract, got another $2,000 in your hand, you wrote another, and you were hauling in 35, 40% on your money up front. You put up $2,000, you got 800 back, 40%. You had 2,800 in cash in your account, equivalent of $28 a share. You had 2,800 in your account, and you're willing to give 2,000 to the market for 100 shares for every contract you wrote. And you've gone through thick and thin with this stock, up and down, and now here we are, $21.39 a share. Your $20 contracts are worthless. They have no book value. No one is going to exercise your $20 cash secured put right now. With the stock at $21.40, why would anyone make you buy stock at 20? They're not that stupid either. So they're going, well, gee, I paid $8 to have that right to sell someone shares, and some person took that $8, you, and you're sitting on that $8 right now, and you're looking at those contracts going, well, they're down to the two somethings now. They're probably down to 250. The shares go to 22 this next day or two. Those contracts will be like $2. And if a week from now or two, the stock wants to go to 24, you're looking at a contract worth $1.60, trading at 20 cents on the dollar, what you got for it. Now, what's happening here on this channel? Many of the viewers who are here are now looking and going, he's right again. This old man that keeps hammering me on this, he's right. I'm going to start buying back my 20s at the lowest prices I can get them, and I'm going to write 25s, which are only 370 from here in the money. They only have a 370 book value at 2140 or 2130 to 360 here at 2140. They have very little value, but I can get like $6 for them or whatever the premium is. I'm going to write Jan 27s. I'm going way out there. A year and a half from now, I'm willing to pay $25 a share. If you give me, what is it, 6 something right now, 7? You're willing to pay $19 a share for the stock. Generous person that you are. It's trading at 2140. And if it goes to 23, 24, 25, those will trade at $2.50, $3 a piece. And then what? You're going to buy those back and write 30s. And you're going to keep hauling in cash and cash and more cash and more cash and more cash into your account and earn interest on that growing pile of money you're sitting on without putting a dime into a stock. Rinse and repeat this program with GameStop, AI, Unity, ASTS, NVIDIA, whatever, how much money you got and how many cash security puts can you write on whatever you want to write a cash security puts on. If you love a particular company and its upside potential, you don't have to be a shareholder to get richer. You can just be a cash secured put writer and get paid interest on the cash you're sitting on right now every day that you wait and are in this investment, which right now should get you 4 to 5% interest depending on which ETF you pick up or who you trade with. And when you do a rollover, you'll get even more money, which means you bring in more interest. And you'll outperform any asset manager out there that exists. You'll outdo every pension fund, every hedge fund, every mutual fund, almost every hedge fund. I won't say every ETF, but a good number of them. And there are some scary ETFs out there, you may have noticed, that have some scary highs and low returns. Writing cash secured puts is an extremely conservative strategy to bring money into your account. Now, you're allowed to do this with your broker through more than just a margin account. Some of you are able to do this, especially my American friends. Some of you are able to do cash credit. You're able to write cash secured puts through your 401ks and IRAs. Again, can't speak for all of you, but some of you have mentioned this to me. I couldn't be more thrilled. Now, those of you who do have IRAs, 401ks, RRSPs in Canada, TFSAs, and whatever you have in the UK and whatever you have in Europe, you have retirement funds that you control, and you have purchased and you do own shares of Sofi, GameStop, and others. You can write call options, covered call options against these positions. And many of you started your option careers, your option writing careers as a covered call writer. That's how you started the whole thing off with me back in 2021 when I started bringing out my classes. And you've continued that program ever since. And you've gone through highs and lows and ups and downs and rollovers, and you're still doing it because you figured something out as an option writer. As an option writer that writes an out-of-the-money contract, your odds are stacked in your favor to make more money than the person who just holds stock. And even when a share goes up in value, it doesn't matter to you. When you really get used to this, you go, so the stock I have has gone up in value. The contracts I wrote against the stock might be up in value, but they might not be up in value. Because when I wrote these contracts against my stock 6 months ago, we were out of the money by 10%, 15%. The stock has only now reached the actual strike price of the contract I wrote. I wrote a $30 GameStop contract. The stock was $23. The stock goes to $30. My contract is a $30 contract, and it's lost 6 months of time. It's down to $1 when I wrote it for $5. I'm winning on both counts. I'm up $4 on my contract, and I'm up $7 on my stock, and I now can buy my contract back anytime I want for $1 and now write new contracts, which will be 35s for $5 a piece down the road in time. And I say to the market, come on up to $35 a share in the next couple of months. And those contracts I wrote for 5 will be trading at 3. And I'll still win on this game, even though the stock is going the wrong direction on the overall idea of writing calls. But really, I like this stock and I don't mind it going up. I win not only on the movement of the stock, I also win on my premiums. For those of you, of course, who wrote $30 contracts on GameStop when the shares were trading at $30 or $28, you're sitting there going, well, my shares are down to 23 something. I don't like that. But I'll tell you what, the $5, $6, $7 I got from my calls, whichever ones I wrote, they're down by 50, 60, 70%, which has compensated me for the dip in the market. I'll be buying these back for a fraction of what I sold them for, and I will now rewrite new $30 calls, even though we're 7 out of the money, 6 out of the money. I'll write them for a year out and bring in $4, $5, $6, $7 a piece and add more cash to my account, which could allow me to buy stock down here at these prices. I might be able to buy another 100 or 200 or 300 shares of GameStop at 23 something and write 3 more of those $30 contracts. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for showing me how to compound my returns inside my retirement account, because my best friend had 1,000 shares of GameStop a year ago. He's got 1,000 shares of GameStop today, and he hasn't made any money at all in his retirement account. And I have rolled contracts and I've taken in 15, 20, 30% returns on my GameStop while he's got nothing. And I've added 300 shares of stock. I've got 1,300. He's only got 1,000. One of us is richer towards retirement versus the other one, isn't it? Aren't they? Welcome to the party, pal. And I'm throwing you some basic examples. Some of you out there have 5,000 SoFi GameStop, you have 10,000 GameStop, you have 20,000 SoFi and GameStop combined, and you're writing hundreds of contracts every quarter, every 3 months, every 6 months, and you're hauling in tens of thousands of dollars to add to your retirement fund every quarter, every 6 months, which dwarfs the amount of money you're putting in to your retirement. Because at work, you can only afford to put in $500 a month towards your retirement. Your retirement account is growing by 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 a month, while you're putting in a measly 500. That is shortening your time to retirement. And the key here is to get you into the $1 million level and beyond, so that you have a hope of when you do look to retire at age 50, 55, 58, 61, you are going to live a comfortable life, not a life of Social Security. Welcome to the party, pals. Welcome to the channel. Is what we talk about here. Welcome. What's going on, kids? We're down 132 on the Dow at the moment. That's about a 0.3 of 1% loss. It's nothing serious, but it is a negative start. We're down 100 and what are we down? 17-point drop on S&P and 65-point drop on NASDAQ. So we're down a quarter of a point to a third of a point-ish. Nothing dramatic yet. Oil is up 89 cents at $69.34. The gold market is down 50 cents an ounce. A couple of things we're following closely. SoFi, we follow SoFi very closely here. We love SoFi. Anthony Noto, CEO of SoFi, man, he's doing a hell of a job. 21.46 is where the stock is at the moment this morning, which is kind of near the high of the morning. We're up about 27 cents here. High on Friday was 21.86, which is the multi-year high of the stock. 52-week high, 21.86. Haven't been here since 2022-ish, 2022-ish. Early days of the company when SPACs were all the rage. And this company's SPAC was popular as well. The company today, compared to 2021, there's no comparison in size, in earnings, in cash flow, revenues, members. The company today is so much larger than it ever was back then. And so the 21.47 price is not that far-fetched from a realistic value. The question now on some people's minds are, well, is the stock really should be trading at, say, 16 to 20, but it's overpriced at 21.47? And if that's the case, is this a massive overvaluation, or is this in the plus or minus 5% range? Are we really worried about it? Or on the other hand, is the stock trading at 21 now 48 because the street believes that this stock will reach 30 to 40 a share in the next 6 months because of a number of factors above and beyond where it's at right now, economically or corporately? The fact that with a 21.48 price, approximately, the company now is market capped at $23.5 billion. Eligible for S&P 500 inclusion? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's certainly they've had 4 consecutive quarters of profits, so that they're qualified for S&P 500 on that. Now their market cap is qualified. Okay, there's that. They're an American company. Yep, the majority of shares, shares trade enough in volume and whatever. They meet a lot of the criteria. Is the S&P 500 committee in a hurry to include this company into the S&P 500? They don't have to be, but one never knows when something like that could come. If the shares were to go to 30, 40, and this company was now market capped at $40 billion to $50 billion, that would possibly speed up its inclusion. But again, no guarantees of that. What's causing the stock to hold these prices? It's one thing to get to 18.42 a share, which was the 52-week high up until about a week and a half ago. That was the high, and we weren't anywhere near that a month before. From April, the debacle of Taco Boy's East Lawn rollout, where he had the chart, tariffs on penguins. The stock dropped to $8.50 a share, albeit for 15 minutes. Within a week, the stock was back to 10, 11, but it got back to 14, 16, relatively reasonably, but it wasn't getting to 18.42. And people were wondering, is this it? Are we going to be here for like the rest of the year? We're now at 21.49, by the way. Well, the answer is no, because unbeknownst maybe to a lot of people out there, and now what is known to an increasing number of people, including this morning, is the fact that this company might well be one of those handful of corporations that could be scoring a huge touchdown because of that big, fat, beautiful bill that was signed into law by President you-know-who last week. The thinking here is, and the speculation, the word on the street, what's the word on the street? 1.7 million traded, by the way, so far today. The word on the street is that the government of the United States will only be able to lend $20,000 ish per year to students through government lending programs. Now, if you're into a high-end professional, they call it a professional degree, like you're going to become a doctor, you're going to become highly trained, something professional, maybe a lawyer, top-notch, I don't know what. You might be able to borrow up to $40,000, $50,000 a year. The reality is, in the real world that you live in and your kids live in, you can't go to a top-notch school to get a top-notch degree for 4 years or 5 years or whatever number of years you're putting in. 8 years if you're a lawyer, I guess. You can't get a degree for $20,000 a year or $40,000 a year. You just want to rent a place. You have to rent a place. You have to eat. You have utilities to pay. You're talking what, $1,000, $1,500 a month just to exist in a room. That's $20,000 a year right there. Okay, call it $15,000 a year. How's your tuitions, your books, your costs of it? We're talking $100,000 a year for most kids in school. We're talking $60,000 to $100,000 a year 4 or 5 years, we're talking $250,000 to $300,000 to graduate with a degree. If you want to come out as a doctor, you might come out in 5 or 8 years from now, 400 grand in, maybe. And that's assuming you might get some relief. I don't know. The horror stories that I hear from viewers and that I see in the media is there are very few students with advanced degrees with less than $200,000 in debt. The government is getting out of this business. The government wants out, and they have legislated their way out of advancing loans to kids. And so it's up to the private sector to lend money. Sofi has been upfront to say, look, we created ourselves years ago, decade ago, as a private student loan lender. And that was a big part of our business way back before we were a publicly traded company. By the time we became a publicly traded company, we needed to own and be a chartered bank because we wanted to go beyond just student loans. And we'd already started doing that by the time we went public in 2021. Today in 2025, student loans make up a very small piece of the overall pie of SoFi. 11 to 12 million members of SoFi are not student loan people. There's a sliver of them that are, but a vast majority of the 12 million members are not student loan customers. They have checking accounts, spending accounts, savings accounts. They have brokerage accounts. They have mortgages. They have car loans. They have lines of credit. They are business owners. They have business lines of credit. There are all kinds of advisory services SoFi now offers. And then there are student loans. However, Noto has come out to say, Mr. Noto, look, we're open for student loan business. We've always been open for that. Not a problem. It's not our number one business, but we definitely are in the lending business. And if a parent wants to wants to click on to talk to us about borrowing money for their kids' education to top them up, we're more than happy to be here for that. Because SoFi doesn't lend money to people who can't afford to pay it back. SoFi lends money to people with assets that they know can pay them back. SoFi is a smart, well-run financial organization with high FICO credit score requirements in order to get in. They're not the lender of last resort. They're the lender of first resort, which means they offer the best rates. Theoretically, you have to shop, of course, for the rate you want, for the lender you want to use. But SoFi is willing to say, hey, why don't we talk to whoever wants to come in, again, through the clicking here. You got credit card bills? You're carrying balances on credit cards? You're up to date on your credit cards. You make your payments every month. No problem there. You got a mortgage? You got a car loan? Fair enough. You're a normal person. You're like anyone else. You need $50,000 this year and $50,000 next year for the kid to finish, or you're going to need $50,000 per year for the next 4 to 5 years. The loan will get to about $250,000. Why don't we talk about a consolidation deal? Why don't we do an all-in-one? We're open to that. And now all of a sudden it opens up a whole wide world of financial possibilities. Why not take the 3-year-old car that still has 4 years of payments on it? Why don't we grab that loan and pay that thing off and consolidate that in with the equity of your house, knock off your credit card bills at the same time, add that and the student loan requirement. We'll give you a line of credit for $500,000, pay off these IOUs you have over here, and your monthly payment will be lower now than it is it's going to be lower going forward than it is now with everything you're carrying. And you've got the peace of mind that your child or children are funded for the next 3 to 5 years, and so they can graduate going forward. SoFi is open to business. They're open for this business, and the street is beginning to figure it out, has been now for several weeks. This isn't like, oh, on Friday night they figured it out. They didn't figure it out Friday night. We traded 92 million shares last Friday. We traded almost 80 to 100 million shares a day every day last week on SoFi. A lot of volume went through here in the last week, if not 2. There is some serious money coming into the stock. because the money coming in now at $21.40 a share is not here for a quick 15-cent flip. They're not here for a 50-cent flip. They're not here for a $2 flip. They're not thinking, oh, at 25, I'll just cash out. I'll be a millionaire as soon as it's $25 a share. The thinking of buyers now, of investors now, are S&P 500 inclusion, student loan, big business with all the spin-offs from it. There will be people who will come in to SoFi thinking that they are going to just get a student loan something. And when it's all said and done, they become a member of the bank. They've got their mortgage with the bank. They've got the credit cards with the bank. They have an investment account with their bank. They've got 6 or 7 services that they now just are using with SoFi because of the entire nature of the platform that's available to them. And they're going, I had no idea I could do this with these guys. This is great. I'm out of Wells Fargo. I'm leaving Bank of America. I'm going to greatly reduce my banking with all these other institutions I deal with, and I'm going to zero in as my primary banker. SoFi will be my primary banker. And I can tell you, folks, you've got to think about this big picture. It is possible that right now there could be 500,000 to 1 million households and individuals who are dealing with SoFi because they were involved in a student loan program 8 years ago, 5 years ago, and even now. And now that they've graduated school and they're in the workforce 2 or 3 years, and they are still dealing with SoFi on an ongoing basis through COVID and now through today, there are people dealing with SoFi now that will never leave SoFi. They have no desire to want to leave SoFi's business because they have now been adopted by SoFi. They've adopted them. Each one has adopted the other to now work together going forward for the next 15 years and beyond to grow together. And for SoFi, it's a win-win. They get the car loan business, they get the credit card business, they get the mortgage business, hey, someone's going to get the business. Either it's going to Bank of America, Wells Fargo, US Bank, name your institution in the United States, credit unions, whatever, or SoFi gets it. And I believe that in the next 5 years, there will be many graduates who are no longer just borrowers anymore. They're now paying off their loans through SoFi, and they're building their wealth with SoFi. And that allows SoFi to grow as an organization to lend capital to the next wave of grads coming up. If you're in the business of lending money to people who are going to become university graduates with university degrees, with those jobs waiting for them at the end, whatever those jobs are that they have are not minimum wage basket weaving jobs. We're talking the higher end of the IT department, the higher end of the legal department, the high end of the accounting department. We're talking about the top VPs and up of all organizations. We're talking about those kinds of folks that are borrowing now. The future, those future people are borrowing money now from SoFi and will be and have been. That is SoFi's customer going forward. High-end credit scores, high-end earners with a very, very low delinquency rate, negligible. That's SoFi's business. And I think there are people here buying the stock today going, yeah, well, 5 years from now, this is $100 stock. 10 years from now, it'll be $1,000 a share, probably split a few times, but it'll be $1,000 a share in a decade. And I'm paying $21.38 for it. Yeah. And there are pension funds and hedge funds and mutual funds and others with long-term views who are picking up the stock now, because now at $21.38, the company is showing the potential, the path of the future. People now see it. They go, oh yeah, well, 4 years ago it was a SPAC. And 3 years ago, they were fighting the SEC to get all this crap through. They did that. Then we had the pandemic. We weren't going to invest in SoFi 2 years ago in the middle of a pandemic, or 3 years ago. Now we had to wait for that to get out of the way. That's all gone now. Here we are in 2025. Between 2025 and 30, SoFi is going to be this much bigger, and it's $100 a share. Now I'm buying it. I could have paid 13 and it'll go to 100, or I can pay 21 and it's going to 100, and I'm certain at 21 it's going to 100. At 13, I wasn't sure when it was going to get to 20 first and then get to 100. Well, now, no, it's now to this level. It's now going to go to 100. And with an S&P inclusion as a certainty that will happen, it will happen. This stock will be picked up by every index fund in the world that tracks the S&P 500. Look what happened to Palantir. Just that example alone, and many dozens of others of companies that were included from their early days into the S&P. Look what happened to their shares on average in the first 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years. Palantir, 140 a share or so, 130, 140 from 15. This one's 21.40 right now. Giddy. We like Sofi around here. And writing cash secured puts is a great way to make money on Sofi. Really great way. You don't even have to own the stock. You don't have to own it. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to turn my fan on right now because the room in here is getting warm in my studio. So give me just one moment. I'll be right back. Great to have you with us this morning. Thank you for joining us. It's raining here in Calgary. It's a delicious, cool morning outside, but the wind isn't flying in here. But it's a wonderful, wonderful day. Welcome all of you. We're dust-free in Calgary. The Stampede ended last night with a massive fireworks show. And we're all done for another year of partying where everybody gets dressed up like a cowboy. And we're back to the nursing of our bank accounts. What happened to all that money we had? I have long ago stopped going to the Stampede. What can I tell you? Welcome all to the program. We've had millions of tourists come through Alberta in the last month and will for the rest of the summer because this is the glorious time of year. Thank you for joining me. What is going to happen today is what we want to know. Right now, by the way, 54 degrees outside. I don't know how warm it is where you are, but it's 54 here. High today, 58. The Stampede is over. Tomorrow, 64. Wednesday, 69. By Saturday, we'll be back all the way up to 72 degrees. And I think for a lot of you in the southern U.S., you're going, oh, 72. Oh, that would be so nice. What can I say? Off and on shower activity, but we're fine. Welcome all to the program, and thank you for joining me from wherever you are on the planet. The triple Qs are down 142 at 552.78, reflecting a NASDAQ dip of 56 points. The NASDAQ is off a quarter of a point. What I'm looking for right now for NASDAQ and for the Qs and for the market in general is we are near all-time record highs right now. You've seen it every day. You probably watch, if you watch CNBC, whenever the markets hit new record highs, they get all hyped up and all surprised and how much higher are we going and isn't America great and oh. But you've probably noticed that when we do break into new record highs, we're like 0.1% better than the latest high, 0.2% better than the high we had. Like we're not up 5%. Like we're not like busting out to unbelievable levels. We're just barely getting here. And in the last week and a half, you've probably noticed most of the indexes have sort of plateaued out. They've kind of leveled off. And that's telling. That's a big tell. It's a huge tell. This next 3 weeks is really important for the market because at the end of June, we had the end of the second quarter. Now we're into July 14th today. This week, banks start to announce results. And then next week and the week after, all the stocks announce their numbers, including the Magnificent Seven and so on. So yes, earnings in the next 2 weeks are the focus. And we're going to have up days and down days based on who released numbers last night, this morning, or will release numbers tonight in anticipation of, did Microsoft break their number? Did they meet expectations? What about Apple? How did NVIDIA do? How's IBM doing? How's this? This is the next 3 weeks. So do I expect the markets to go to other new record all-time highs? And should you expect that? And my answer to that is no, I don't think so. I would not mind. I would not be upset if the markets gave up 5% of their gains, not overnight, but I mean in a slow, drippy way, and be around the 95% mark. Not quite at the all-time highs, but just 5% below from the all-time highs. We're right up there. I'd be happy with that for the rest of the year. I'd be delirious with that. Don't know if we'll get that, but I don't anticipate us being up 20% more from here. Okay, I don't see that. I do not see a majority of public companies coming out in the next 3 weeks announcing all-time profits we've never seen in our lives before. I just don't see that. We've had too many warnings, too many unable to give you forecasts announcements to give you anything like that. There will be the odd surprise, there always is, but there will also be the odd disappointment. The question is, who is disappointing us? Who's going to disappoint us by how much? Is it going to be one of the Magnificent Seven? 3 of them? Will 2 of them exceed expectations? 2 of them meet expectations, and 3 of them not meet expectations? That is bad for the Magnificent Seven, which is bad for the market because of how powerful they are in these indexes. This is what we have to watch now. This is coming at us. So I really kind of think we have to go through 3 weeks of uncertainty before we have more certainty as to what's going to happen next. Okay, so stick around for that. Sofi will be one of the companies releasing their financials in 15 days. 2 weeks tomorrow, pre-market, they will come out with their second quarter results. GameStop won't come out with their results for a month after that because GameStop's second quarter ends in 17 days or 18 days from now. Yeah, 17 days. 31st of July is the end of the second quarter for GameStop. GameStop is sitting on a pile of Bitcoin. Bitcoin this morning hit $122,000 a coin. Bitcoin was 110,000 last week, and it was 70-something thousand a few months ago. The question on some people's minds, mine being one of those minds, is how much money did GameStop pay for their 4,700 coins of Bitcoin? Did they pay about $80,000 for their coins? Did they pay 90? Did they pay 100? Did they pay 110? I don't think they paid up to 110 for them. I'm wondering if they may have paid 100, or could they have bought at 80? And if they did buy at 80,000, and we're trading at 122 now, 120, they're up 50% on their Bitcoin purchase. The first one is 4,710 shares, coins. You guys don't remember. So are we talking a gain of $300 million that has been made by GameStop so far on Bitcoin? If they've made $300 million in profit on their carrying cost of their Bitcoin, 447 million shares out there, let's call it 450 million shares, and they're up $300 million with a 450 million share company, that's 75%, 75 cents a share in gains so far, had as much as 75 cents. Am I way off the mark? Is it only 25 cents a share? Is it 50 cents a share? Is it 75 cents a share? What if Bitcoin continues to romp along, because this is the week of apparently crypto. This is crypto week in Washington. Some of you have heard the word. It's crypto week in Washington. Are we talking about the fact that the possibility that we might see crypto really become adopted by the U.S. government in a real legit way, and it could really pop the legitimacy of the entities? Could we have a $150,000 a coin value on Bitcoin by next week sometime. If that's the case, and GameStop paid 100,000 for their Bitcoin, at 150 they'd be up 50%. They'd be up 50,000 a coin. But if they paid 80,000, they would be up 70,000 a coin. They would almost have doubled their money on their Bitcoin move of about, we think, $400 million. So they could be up 400 million on it at 150,000 a coin with 450 million shares outstanding. So that's like 90 cents a share gain on the coin in a quarter. That's what I'm wondering about. That's why I'm sitting here going, why is GameStop trading at 23.53, only up 20 cents in the pre-market? Why isn't GameStop trading at a much higher level per share? We know how many coins they have. This is not a secret. We know how many coins they have. What we don't quite yet know is the cost per coin they paid. And the other thing we don't actually know is, have they made any other investments into this market through any derivative trades? That's the other one. Right now, I'm showing Bitcoin at 121,857. So this has been quite the run here on the Bitcoin. Yeah, GameStop. Are they sitting on something much higher than we've been led to believe or speculate? Because obviously the company is tight-lipped about everything they are. They don't say anything to anybody. We have to constantly guess. We're always wondering if there's a meme out there that'll tell us something about the company and all that sort of stuff. We're just people trying to figure out the world here. It used to be a lot easier to figure this out, but it's not that easy anymore. What's the story? I'm going to show you a couple of little charts here. I love adding charts. Hope you don't mind. I'm going to show you a couple of charts. Bitcoin charts, okay? Let's see if we can get this to work. I'm going to delete that one because I don't want to confuse people here, let alone myself, because I'm technologically inept. Okay, let's take a look at this one here. This is April to July. Look at that. That's Bitcoin. So March, April, just around 85,000 bucks, then 95,000 by April, May, then into May, 100 to 110,000, and from May until June, almost just recently, anywhere between 100 and 110,000. And now look at it. Wow, unbelievable. Welcome to the party, pals. Here's the 5-day. This is just in the last week. Yeah, July 10th to now. Look at this, 110, 11,000. Look at that shot to the 118 level. We held that through the 11th, 12th, 13th, and now look at it. Holy moly macaroni. We got us some action here on Bitcoin. Why is GameStop only trading at $23.55 a share? I don't know. I'm just a guy wondering. I got a poll question out there for you. If you'd like to take a gander at it, I'd love to get your thoughts on this. I'm asking you, I've said basically Bitcoin hit $122,000 this weekend. What will be the high for the year? I'm asking you, what do you think? 125,000, the high of the year. You think it's there right now. This is it. It can't get any better. 36% of you are figuring this is it. That's all it's got in it. 44% of you are going, oh, no, 150,000, Bruce. There are 211 of us, and 44% of us think we're going to do 150,000 this year on Bitcoin. 11% of you think it'll hit 200,000, and there are 10% of you, 21 of you or so, are brave souls. It's going to be over 200,000 a year by the end of the year. My God. I mean, what if it hit 200,000? My goodness. $200,000 a coin on Bitcoin, 200 $100,000. That would put GameStop at 1.1 billion plus, like 4,710 times 200,000. About $1 billion. That would put them at $1 billion value. They'd be up $600 million at least. That would be $1.40 a share gained this year if they don't buy any more. And I don't know if they bought any more. Do you know? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. 4,710 is the number I thought I heard. 4,710 coins. If they are in the derivative market and they've got options on this stuff, or they've written cash secured puts on Bitcoin through derivatives, I'm just a guy. I don't know. I'm just trying to ask you, how rich could they be on that alone, let alone going into collectibles and everything else? My gosh. Eddie Martin, by the way, was number one today on the thumbs up meter. He's here. Let's go Sofi, GameStop, and Bitcoin. Sharon is here. Stuart, Richard, Carlin. The Big E is here. CKT, welcome all of you. Gustav, good morning. Austin, how you doing? Charlie, Gil, Charlie number 24 on the thumbs up meter. Carl, let's go Sofi. Now I can afford two shrubberies. VJ, hey, good morning, everybody. Corinne is here. Gil, I can't believe the shakeout the market had, bringing Sofi from 18.5 to 9 and now to 21. Wow, I can't believe it. Legacy, good morning, everybody. Stuart, good morning. Rasman, hi, friends. Good morning, everybody. Amy J, number 37, good morning to you. Wolfgang, hey, just going to swoop in and take the number one crown right now. I'm going to be your number one donator today with the $2 donation. That works out to $1.70 American, and that buys us a hot dog at Costco. So thank you, Wolfgang, for getting us on the hot dog trail. Appreciate it. Ryan RS. So I talked with 3 Webull customer support reps, and they insist that money held from selling puts can't be invested in anything invested earnings interest. I told them I know people that put it in BIL. Very frustrating. You might need to play another game, and that is you buy the BIL first, and then you write the contract second. And you now earn interest on your BIL, at least on your principal. And then you haul in this cash. And in theory, they'll try to charge you interest on your right, but you've got a credit in your account against what you're borrowing. But again, I don't know. Each firm is so different, Ryan. I can't tell you the answer. You might need another broker. I mean, the folks who use what's the firm we have around here that many of you are using right now, and you're getting paid interest on whatever's in there. Fidelity. Yeah, it was Fidelity, wasn't it? I don't know. I can't answer these brokers. What's up, people? Asks Wolfgang. Kaiser trip Bitcoin 200,000 because the dollar will devalue. What's a good play if I believe the dollar is going lower? I'm number 38 here, says Wolfgang. I am 38 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, my friend. Robert, number 34 today for Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Good morning to all stock markets with Brucers. Might or might not join you tonight on the Traveling with Bruce channel. I'm going to see my doctor today. Let's hope it all goes well. And thank you, my friend, for always being with us live or on rerun. I appreciate it. Chase Rosita Parker is here saying hello. Walter, good morning, Bagel Familia. James of the Mystery Tree and the boss are here. Lucky number 52 on the thumbs up meter. Larry Titus, I am number 49, Bruce, and we are 10 minutes away from opening. Cindy, RCAT is a drone stock, and it is breaking out to the upside. Big volume on Friday. There was talk about drone stocks on the Wall Street Journal, in the Wall Street Journal over the weekend, how Pete Hegseth, whenever he's going to be fired, leader of the Pentagon, really wanted to focus American production of drones, American creation of drones. And RCAT is one of those companies benefiting among others. So there's that going on. The man options in my Roth IRA, they make me so happy. I love it. Bobby, good morning, Dr. Bruce, and everybody. Mark C., I am number 60 on your thumbs up meter. So Cindy says RCAT 52-week high was 1527. Ed says SoFi will hit 22 today if it continues its pattern. Short sellers are just asking for more pain. 2143 is where we are right now. 2145 already seen this morning. The volume on SoFi, according to CNBC, is 1.9 million. That seems to equal what MarketWatch is saying at the moment. So almost 2 million traded. We've got 8 minutes to go before we open for the day. Sky High Kite. I bought back my January 26 $20 SoFi cash secured puts. I made a 60% profit. Now what? Sell new higher puts, buy stock, and write covered calls. What are you guys doing? What should be done here? What should Sky High Kite be doing? Charlie, lots of calls in the money on SoFi with 21 plus Friday's close, by the way. Rice checks, good morning. I'm number 69 on the thumbs up meter. Charlie, you could look to keep the same strike and just move up 6 months in time, you know. You could write $20 August contracts. You could also write 25 Sky High. You could do that, says Charlie. So many different ways to trade it. You could go out to Jan 2027. Ricardo, notice the tariff on the penguins was rescinded. The penguins are in control. Taco Boy ain't telling us how to live our lives, says the penguins. Andrea Bongiorno, number 75. Sky High, Ricardo, don't mess with the penguins. They know how to stay strong and work together as one. Ed, my wife was telling me how her friend and her husband bought a duplex and is renting it out, and they're making $1,000 a month. I showed her the $3,200 I made from covered calls by just clicking on my phone for a few minutes. No duplex needed, no tenants, no upkeep, nothing, nada, just free money. There's a thought. Thank you, my friend, for that. Ed, thank you. Dak, good morning, Uncle Bruce and everybody. The man. So SoFi is getting ready for all the student loan default loans, since people don't think they have to pay their student loans back. Do you actually think that? You really believe that? That's why SoFi pivoted to less student loans, because college is so inflated thanks to government being involved. ALA, good morning, number 82. The man, BBAI, traded like 150 million shares on Friday. Carl, I will cherish the day SoFi expands to the UK so I can join these guys. There you go. Mark Downs, number 86, is in the house. James of the Misty Tree, you're going to like this game. Big E, you got to like this game. The man, a third week of the month, time to make money. B, the casino says, Bruce, when you went to pick up Auntie J, did the family ask about stocks? I don't do these family reunion things as a thing for me. I'm not a camper guy. I'm a city slicker. I enjoy central air conditioning. It's just not my thing. So when I did show up on Sunday to pick up Auntie Jen, I was very, very much welcomed by everybody. I mean, all of the relatives were very happy to see me, which I know a number of them personally. I've met them in the years at other social occasions, usually Christmas time or Thanksgiving time or, something like that. But a number of these folks we had to be introduced. So Jen was doing the introductions, and she would say, this is my husband. And they would all say stuff like, it's very nice to finally meet you. And Jen would say, we've been together since 1976, 77. Have you ever met my husband? And people go, I've never met your husband. I've never met I see you, Jen, every year. Every year you come to these family reunions. I've never, ever, ever met your husband. And so I started playing the game of, I'm just an actor. I'm actually not her husband. I was hired by this lady to pretend to be her husband, because how would you know? I mean, you wouldn't know. And so I'm just a guy pretending to be an actor, to be her husband. And, I've been given sort of the dossier as to what to say depending on what questions you have. It got to be kind of fun. Have you seen your SoFi? 2155. We're running up to a new high here. We're 4 minutes away from opening. The market wants to go higher on your SoFi. Hey, thanks for everything, Bruce, says Sean. Robert, number 75 here in Waterbury, Connecticut. John Harpster, good morning. Aaron is here, number 94. Not a lurker. Uncle Bruce and Coeur d'Alene for the week. Say hello to Auntie Jen. Giddy up, buddy. Sub and like the homeless Canadians. Be the casino, CPI tomorrow and PPI Wednesday. John, 67 in Albuquerque now. High of 94 today. Andre Delatorre, good morning. Richard Vaughn, good morning, everybody. Dude, GameStop is interesting to us, but not to Bitcoin investors unless they keep buying Bitcoin. The initial purchase was now in the last quarter. They need to get another purchase in this quarter. Be the casino, GameStop bought Bitcoin from May 3rd to June 10. The prices were 93 to 112,000 during that period. That's what it was. Aaron, BTC is going to 250,000 this year. The man, dude, face in this quarter, they're going to double their money and sell and buy next quarter when it drops. Not a lurker, dude, face, dude. Nala says, dude, at worst, they're at a loss on the quarter on their purchase. The June 30th close price was lower. That's the one counts for earnings. Well, it's July 31 is the end of the quarter. Not a lurker. Hello, my friend. Murray, good morning, evening all. Central Japan beating down the hatches. We're battening down the hatches for the coming weather bomb here in Japan. Richard, hey, Mr. Lurk, where's Danny Deals been hiding? Not a lurker. Richard, it is summer. He has a limited time. He needs to celebrate SoFi in a video. Of thumbs up from Richard. Dude, not a lurker. Welcome back. The SoFi is warm. Got 2 minutes till the opening. Let's see. He'll be talking about it. Richard, excellent. I wish everyone all the best. I look forward to it. We all deserve the reward for sure. We've been very patient. Savage of Wall Street in the house. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Salutations from San Francisco, California. A brisk 52 degrees here, and it's lovely. I've been very busy with work, but I'm trading and I'm still lurking. Savage says not a lurker anymore. Good morning from Cutting Edge. Dude, the Savage of Wall Street, you, sir, are a badass. Enjoy your R&R. Savage, I'm happy to say I bought back 90% of my cash secured puts last week. And 2 days later, we started bleeding a bit. We're frothy, sitting on cash and waiting for the blood on the streets. It's coming. Powell will resign. A stock, man, Mark, TBIL and SGOV are other good options, Uncle B. The man, no broker will allow you to buy shares of anything with money already reserved. Stock, man, Mark, TBIL is good for peeps with small accounts. The man, Fidelity will pay interest on cash reserves, but that is because your cash is held in a fund that earns interest. Stockman Mark, good morning, Uncle B. The man, I have my money in Fidelity. All cash goes into FZFXX, and then when I write a cash secured put, it reverses the money from that fund. It reserves the money from that fund. What else? Dude, mostly you have to buy BIL or SGOV in tranches after you close a put. It increases your net liquidity slowly with your winnings, and my broker's tasty. That's how I make it work. Yeah. Gail Hamony, we're opening, by the way, my SoFi September 26, $20 puts. I sold, seemed too high in price. I even have some 17 September 26 puts that should be sub $1 are trading too high. I want to sell them, but too high. Any advice? John Biscuit, I got 18,246 shares in RCAT, laughing out loud, baby. Snowboarder, my 4,400 shares of SoFi in my 401k has been making me smile with my average cost of $7.50 a share. I'm not writing covered calls yet, but maybe soon. 2138, we got up to 2150 something. We're open now. We're trading now. We'll see what we're going to do now. Let's see if we can make anyone richer now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. 2130 up a dime. GameStop 2359. We'll see what these quotes look like in a minute or two. Give us some time here. Timotheus, Fidelity cash position is held in SPAXX by default. It's Fidelity's money market. Interest rate fluctuates, but normally around 4%. Alex, number 105. Good morning, all. June inflation rate released on Wednesday. This will be the moment when the tariff effect appears. Will this be it? We'll find out. Cameron, is there a chart on the value of the dollar? There are. Let's see. Dude, Weeble, just too small. I expect they work similarly. Too tasty. I'm wishing you all a successful day, says Splayer. Doug wrote covered calls on SoFi on my 10 leaps that I hold until Jan 27, average VIST 1170 per share. and they're up lots now. Leaps are a great way to get shares on the cheap. Splair, actually somewhere on the road near Hanover with family, rode back to chain trip. Can't wait. John Harpster smiling. John is giving us the knee emojis. We're all here. Thank you all. Hey, Uncle B, Andrea says, today I'm planning to buy back my 561, 563 call credit spread on the Qs. Okay, we're at 554.06 right now. They're expiring in 2 days. These are the results of a couple of rollovers. Starting point was 550.51, and now you're at 561.63. Beautifully done. You are sitting $7 out of the money. We have a slow negative start to the day. We'll see where we actually end up. We're down 120 on the Dow. We're down about 8 on the S&P. We're up 8 on NASDAQ, but it won't stay there if the markets deteriorate more on the upper end. Very interesting. 553.94 on the Qs. And Andrea, Stink Bid City, just relax. Enjoying the learning process of managing positions. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Rock and roll. Larry has hit the bells, of course. ALA is here with the knee emojis. So is D.A. Truda. So is Stuart and Charlie and Alex. We are here. Neat. Let's go, baby. Let's get this party started. Where are we at and why and how and when and where? We have 6.7 million Sofi going through the system to open the trading, and we're actually down 37 cents to 20.83. I don't know why. It was 20.55 3 minutes ago, but that's where we're at with the pre-market. Again, pre-market and real market sometimes don't match. We'll see if this stays here, and if so, for how long. We're down 107 on the Dow. We're down 7 on Qs. We're down 57 cents on Spiders. SoFi at 20.94 now, up a bit here, only down 26 cents. GameStop up 25 cents to 23.60. Rocket Lab $39 down 3. Microsoft down $1. Apple down $1. Nvidia down 79. Meta up 470. Google up 260. Let's keep an eye on all of this stuff. Our Tesla's up 840. Amazon down a dime. Netflix up $7. Broadcom down 45. IBM down 18. ASTS down 80. HIMS down 17. MSTR up 17.97 on MSTR. AI down 39, Super Micro up 9 cents, Palantir up 230 at 144.40, Intel down 39, SmartRent about 98 cents, Coinbase up $8, Costco up 20 cents at the moment. Welcome to the party, everybody. Thank you for joining us so far this morning. We're just getting through the opening here to see where we're at. We have SoFi now at 2071, 2066. Trading volume on SoFi is 8 million shares. The low of 2055 is being registered this second. Someone's getting blown out. I don't know why. Or there's an announcement. Is there an announcement? Does anyone see anything? That's what I would like to know. SoFi gets a rating downgrade from a top-ranked analyst today. Citizens downgrade SoFi to market perform amid valuation concerns. That's it. That's what you got. That's everything. That's all. This is like the third one. So, okay, really, we got to worry about that? Really? I don't think so. Okay. Anyway, 2061. Anyone selling on that news has got to be insane. But hey, are we supposed to be? Is everyone supposed to be sane? I don't think so. We have people making stupid moves. Richard is here. Alex is here. Thank you for the knee emojis, dude. The halls of eternity echo with the cries of those who sold their Bitcoin. Never sell your Bitcoin. 2 famous quotes for you. JM, thank you. Knee emojis is in the house. 2054 is the trade. 2061 on SoFi. A low of 2042. Now 2063. 21-cent recovery. This is a great time to write a cash secured put if you're trying to score one. On a dip, of course. 2069 now down 51 as the SoFi is swinging the other direction. Was there a sell-off needed of 5 million shares? Does someone need to get out? I don't know. I don't understand. I can't speak for anyone dumb enough to just dump SoFi when it was trading at 21.55 in the pre-market. I'm dumbfounded. I'm just a guy going, really? people that dumb out there? It can't be some hedge fund traders. That's stupid. 2074 right now. We're up 30 something cents from the low a minute ago. I'm just a guy looking at this like you are, going 2075, Bruce, it's coming back. Okay, there you have it. Welcome to the party, pal. GameStop up 22 cents. Rocket Lab up 63. Rocket Lab 39.66. 39.60. It wants to go to 40 again on Rocket Lab. GameStop, will it break through 23.50 to 24 and go to 25 and run up to the 30 range, where maybe that's where it should be? I ask. I wonder. When, how, what, where, I don't know. 2080 on Sofi. 2080. That cheap stock is gone. It got down to 2040 something. I think we saw momentarily, for a second, 2042. We're now at 2080 range on 11.4 million in 7 minutes. And do we go higher? I wouldn't be surprised if we went right through 21 to 22 today. I would not be surprised to see 22 today. Just a guy, though. 2081. That's where we are right now. All right. Welcome all to the program. Nice to have you in the house. Thanks for joining me. On board the Celebrity Cruise. Crappy Wi-Fi here in Coco Cay, but I'm here for the market open, says JM. Welcome. I hope you're having good weather. Is it a nice, beautiful day today? What kind of prices are they charging for some of those services? How much for a cabana? How much for one of those floating cabanas? How much to be in the adult area? I'd love to know. What's a drink? What's a cola going for if you have to buy it? How much is a beer or a rum and coke or something like that? What kind of prices are they soaking you on that thing? I'd love to know if you could pass that on to us. ALA, shorter games, just like with GameStop, manufacture some negative news and then hit it hard and try to drive it down. And it's not going to work. I don't think it's going to work. 2080 right now on SoFi. 2080 off 40 cents. That's it. 40 cents. That's the drop. Really? That's all you got? We'll see how it plays. Giddy up. We're down only 41 on the Dow. We're not in a free fall there. We're down 11 on S&P. We're down 29 now on NASDAQ. The Qs are at 553.84, down 36 cents. And so they are under some pressure this morning. Will the market hold its own for the first half hour and then start to slump a little bit? Is that what we're going with here? I don't see a massive panic drop in the market. I await the first hour of actual follow-through trading. Let's see what we got going. Andrea, I bought back my 220.25 5-call credit spread on Apple that I wrote 4 days ago. Apple is 209.66. Andrea wrote 220.25s, 222.5. 50% profit. Not bad. Not bad for a bit of your time, a little bit of money. Well done. And you are becoming more comfortable, more seasoned with every trade. Welcome to option writing. This is wonderful, Andrea. I just love reports. Whether you're winning or losing, I love to hear. I'd love to know. You can always reflect and revisit trades you've done. But once you've done them, you know really what it's like. Well done, all of you. Congratulations. SoFi 2077.78 now, down 43 cents. The SoFi volume is now pushing 12.8 million, going for 13 million shares. So that is the story on SoFi. We've got GameStop holding a gain here. We're up 41 cents on GameStop. The volume of 917,000. This is the high area of the day, 2380 or so on GameStop. Again, it's a $10.6 billion market cap. Think about this now. The market cap of GameStop is $10.6 billion. Cash on hand with the Bitcoin they have, I think, is $9 billion. That's what I think they're sitting on. And then there are the stores. So there's stores are being valued at $1.6 billion. All their stored. I mean, this stock is so underpriced. It is ridiculous. Cash secured puts can be written on this stock for some serious premiums right up to Jan 26 is where I'd be going. I'd be taking money off the table here. If you want a return on a stock that I think is underpriced, here it is, 23.60. But I'm just a guy in front of a computer going, hey, 2087 on your Sofi, we're going up. Austin, I wrote call spreads on the Qs that expire tomorrow, 560.62s, and I got 20 cents for them. And we're at 553.47 on the Qs. So we're talking here about being in the money, 650 out of the money. Well done, Austin. They're down 114 right now. They're going your direction. Well done. Charlie, Austin, I'm looking for the same trade, just waiting a little longer. Andrea, now I am more comfortable in accepting small losses without hoping for a recovery, and I move on. There you go, right there. Very well done. 2090 on your Sofi now. 2090 just went through the tape. 13.8 million going through here. 2042 was the low, and we're now pushing the 2090 range, which tells me we get through this, we're back to 21 plus. Whatever selling there was a one-off, was done in 5 minutes. This is 13 minutes into the market, and we're recovering right now. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. We're down 40 on the down. Nothing serious. 19-point loss on S&P. That's a 0.3%. NASDAQ's the loser, 0.37 of a percentage point. It's down 75, now down 82 points. NASDAQ is leading the market lower. Qs are down $2, 552.20 for any of you writing call credit spreads on Qs. Spider down 164. Sofi now 2086, 82, 86 to 90 is the range of Sofi now, down only 33 cents and rising. My $24 Sofi covered calls are up 20% this morning. Stock goes up, I can make money. Stock goes down, I make money. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I'll keep you posted on the prices. Giddy up. 2092 on Sofi. 2092 on Sofi. For those of you writing call options, those of you writing cash secured puts on Sofi, take the money. Grab gobs of dollars. They're handing it to you. You've got to take it. For some of you, it's equal to the money you can get on options now equals what you paid for them. 3/4 of what you paid for them. Unbelievable returns coming to your way. 2093 on Sofi, down 27 cents right now. GameStop 23.66, Rocket Lab up 13 at the moment. The Dow's down 20, NASDAQ's down 83, S&P down 18 points. And welcome all to the program. Oil is up 1 cent a barrel at 68.46. Nothing going on over there. Unbelievable. JV, Uncle Bruce, I just wrote GameStop, $25 cash secured puts for Jan 26. 5 months from now, they gave me $5.50. There you go. There's 20%, 22% return on your cash. Now, our friend, Mr. Valaquez here, JV, he's on the hook to buy this stock for $25. It's trading at $23.67 right now. He is willing to pay $25, except for the fact that they just gave him $5.50 to make that commitment. Our friend is on the hook to buy GameStop at $19.50. Would you be comfortable paying $19.50 a share for a company that is trading right now at a market cap of $10.6 billion, that has $8.5 to $9 billion of liquid value to it? At $19.50 a share, he's going to get the stock at $4 less than it's trading at, right? $4 on 450 million shares. It's a $1.8 billion discount. So the market cap is $10.6 billion. Take 1.8 off of that. He's willing to pay $18.8 billion market cap value for the stock. $8.8 billion. That's the cash Juan is a really generous person, willing to give an investor exactly dollar for dollar for the amount of cash the company is sitting on. That's the risk Juan is taking, writing a $25 cash secured put on GameStop. This is so infuriating to me that this stock is so cheap. I can't believe how cheap this stock is. This is such a brilliant move. Any of you out there, you got 25 grand lying around, you can write 10 of these and bring in $5,500 right now in cash. This is so simple. And this is 5 months. This is 5 months, 22% for 5 months. If he does the exact same thing 5 months from now on a rollover, he'll make 44% in 10 months on his money. Do your accounts go up 44%? How's your retirement fund doing? Do any of you have a $400,000 retirement account where you could add 44% to it in the next 10 months? 170 grand, 180 grand added to your 400,000, putting you at 580 less than a year from now. I'm talking serious stuff here. Unbelievable. It's crazy. Crazy 49er. I rolled my Palantir 134 that expired this week. Our 32nd for an additional $7 times 2. Again, I'm not sure what this means. Our 32nd for an additional set. There's something good here, but I don't know what it means. You got to give me more, man. You got to help me here. Weber, good morning, everybody. ALA, Sofi back to 21. Bruce, look at it go. It is 20.99. There you go. Andre, Sofi hit 21. Yippee. One, I wonder whom I learned this skill from. Lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. There you go. ALA, gotta love watching panicked shorter antics. Best free entertainment. Crazy 49er out for 32 days. Okay, so he's saying I rolled out my Palantir 134 that expired this week, out 32 days for an additional $7 twice. I just hauled in $1,400, adding time to my contract. There you go. Every little bit helps, my friend. I'm desperately trying to understand what you guys are telling me here. Brian, Uncle Bruce, we drove into Osoyoos yesterday in British Columbia. It was 39 degrees. Oh, man, it's hot up there or down there. Also, lots of smoke from a fire west of here. Looks like it has cleared up. Yeah, it's been a rough summer for some of those areas. Osoyoos, right on the border of Canada, U.S., within a few miles. Very hot. That is the northern reach of a desert right through Idaho, Washington State. Yeah, right from Nevada, straight up there. It's geologically unbelievable over there. It's really something. Well done, Brent. Welcome and thank you. 2096.97, the SoFi shares today. We just broke into the 21 level a moment ago. 16.6 million as it continues to recover from this 2042 low moment. 45 cents ago. Whoever was the idiot that sold down there deserves to be called idiot, but that's just us. What do we know? We're just people who believe. Listen, a 49er says, I'm trying to switch from coffee to mushroom coffee. It's not helping my thinking organ right now, so it's kind of messing with my head. 2103 on your SoFi. Again, the 21 barrier, there isn't one. We're down 16 cents, 2104. So we're rolling again here. We're coming on the SoFi shares. Okay, we're threatening 21 and blowing it out. We're going higher. Giddy up, everybody. 32-cent gain on GameStop. Rocket Lab is now up to $39.90. Hello, Rocket Lab. High of the morning, 40.09 on your Rocket Lab. 2.6 million. So there it is. To write $35 cash secured puts, 40s, 42s. There's some serious premiums being paid to Rocket Lab cash secured put writers. Congratulations, every one of you guys. Taking the money, baby. Why not? Other stocks we like, ASTS is 46.14 again, up 75 cents. HIMs are up $1 to 48.90. We've got MSTR holding a 15.59 gain. AI at 26.42, up 13. You might want to look at $25 cash secured puts, 24s, 23s, 22s, 26s. Jan 26 go up there. I don't know. Super Micro 49.73, up 49 cents. Look at $45 cash secured puts, 46s, 48s, 50s. Palantir 145.75, up 365. Smart Rent 101, it's up 3.5 cents. Go. Coinbase up 6.68. Costco up $4. EI Lilly up 3.85. Uber 94.53, down 86 cents. What else is going on around here? Unity 29.99, up $1. Writing $25 to $30 cash secured puts all day long on this one. There you go. What can I say? Pfizer 25.58, down 7 cents. HPQ down 34 at 25.08. $25 cash secured puts. 24s, 23s, go out 6 months. Totally up to you if you want. These are conservative stocks. There's things that can be done. You can write $27, $30 covered calls and bring in cash too. There's also that. ALA 33 Celsius with the Humidex here at the moment. Sofi at 25 would help with my unanticipated HVAC repair. Brian Neo up 7.5%. Brian, come on, let's go, baby. Giddy up. Go, baby, go. What else is going on? Anything else crazy? Let's take a look here. The market is up 47 points on the Dow. We've gone green. We're still negative on S&P. We're still down 30 on NASDAQ. Oil down 8 cents a barrel right now. 2090 on the SoFi. We touched 2104, 05 just in a few moments ago. Now we're pulling back a little. I think we go higher. 17.6 million traded. Good. Nice to see some trading on SoFi. Okay. GameStop up 34 cents. Rocket Lab 40.08 on your Rocket Lab. 40.08 up 105 on Rocket Lab. Holy moly macaroni. You got to love this game. Welcome all to the program. Hope you're getting richer today. I hope you don't mind how the markets are treating you. For SoFi, folks, any dip gives you a better sell price for cash secured puts. You're going to write 25 Jan 27s. Hey, a dip in the stock gives you more money. Thank you very much. Just saying. It is what it is. Some of you are looking to write call options. Well, you can write 20s, 21s, 22s, 24s, 25s, 26s. There are people here writing $25 cash secure, writing $25 covered calls on SoFi all the way to Jan 26 easily. You can go to June 26 if you want. Go for some premiums. GameStop 23.66, an opportunity here to write cash secured puts. Just sitting here. The percentages are healthy. They're nice. I'm just a guy. Just saying. It be what it be. Welcome all to the program. 4021 on Rocket Lab now. 4021 on Rocket Lab. I think these are new all-time highs. 4039 just touched a moment ago. That's the new all-time high for Rocket Lab. 18.5 billion market cap on this company, climbing again up 118 today, 1421 right now on 3.2 million, a fraction of the volume of SoFi. SoFi now 2090, 18 million traded, down 30 cents. Coming on again. Looks like it wants to kind of hang around. We'll see. 2088, 2090, 21. GameStop volume here up 36 cents, 1.3 million. Absolutely amazing how slight it is, how thinly traded GameStop is with a $10.6 billion market cap. They got $8.5 billion in cash. I just can't. I do this. I'm just a guy going, really? Seinfeld used to say, really?
Really?
Really? Auntie Jen throwing me a great jelly bagel. Oh, thank you. Throwing my phone down. I just being nasty this morning. Vicious. How are you, dear? You're back.
I'm back.
She's back. She's back from camping.
So, what did you do about a bagel?
What did I do about it? Well, of course, I
Did
was.
you go
I was on-
without?
yeah, I went without.
Aha.
I was on Thursday, Friday without you, right?
You know, there's
And,
always DoorDash.
I ended up with a bagel after the show, actually. So there you go.
I see how
So,
this
all right,
is.
I didn't have to stop the show and get a bagel.
You didn't say I'll be
and
back
do
in
that.
10 minutes.
I didn't starve. What do we got here? Jeff Glass says Rocket Lab all-time high. Richard and Larry and Charlie are saying, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Richard and Larry and Charlie. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, look at that. Look at that toasted sesame seed bagel with grape jelly on it.
We have a very wet morning,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which, as they are reminding us all on the radio this morning, that means we'll be having mosquitoes in a few days.
What?
Mosquitoes.
Mm.
'Cause we got,
Stampede's over.
well, and we got so much water, it's going to be standing.
The Calgary Stampede is held in the first 15 days of July,
First
usually.
Friday,
It's always dry.
unless it's the first.
The odd afternoon thundershower, maybe. But today it's just wet, miserable. It's nice and cool. The dust is all gone. All the chuck wagons that lifted all that dust in the air, that's all done now. Horses are in the stables going, where's my hay? Let's go to the next stampede. Let's go to the next rodeo.
That's right. I think they head to Strathmore. It's the next one.
Not far from here.
Or maybe, yeah, I don't know.
High River.
Maybe High River.
They're here in the West. They're going to be in Western Canada the next several weeks.
Well, it's what they
Bucking the
do in
Broncos and
summer.
riding the bulls and
It's where they make their money.
roping the calves and oh my goodness.
And we had some good homegrown talent this year. Always nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's Americans and Aussies and Kiwis.
Canadians. What I
The only
noticed,
places really with cowboys left.
what Jen and I noticed when we watch these rodeos is that the cowboys are, they're under 25.
Depending on the sport, yeah, they're young. You got to be young because your body breaks. But the drivers can be old.
Chuck wagon
trucks
drivers can be heavy
yeah.
set linebacker kind of guys.
And
They're hanging on to
a lot of them
four
are
horses
big
in front of them.
guys, yeah.
But the gals that ride the barrel racing and do these other, they're skinny.
And they're little.
They're little,
tiny.
and you got super long hair all the way down to their belt
Well, not
buckles.
all of them.
They're pretty consistent long hair. They're cute as a bug. My. And then what we notice is when the cowboys get brought onto the stage to be handed their first prize checks,
And
they
they're
come up with their
bronze.
kids. And some
Yeah.
of these guys are like 24 years old with 3 children. And I'm going, oh man, as a 70-year-old father of one, I'm looking at these guys going, you better be riding. You're going to be riding a long time.
This is
Because,
that farm mentality, though. You needed kids.
what? Don't
You
you
had to
have?
have
Don't you have a TV? Don't you have internet? 3 kids
These
already?
are young, healthy people.
Then again, you look at the cowgirls that ride these horses. They're pretty darn cute looking. Hard to kind of, not. And
Hard.
maybe it's the cowgirls that are doing it.
That's right.
They're bothering the cowboys, going,
That's it.
I would like something from you right now. Oh my!
They're bothering
They're
the
bothering the
cowboys.
boys. I'm just a guy.
This is-
Why is it that they come on stage with 2 and 3 kids all the time? Is it their fault? I don't know.
Did you hear the hail last night?
No.
Me neither.
Slept like a log.
Must have been in a different part of the city.
Maybe.
Some got a lot of hail.
Really?
I had a lovely time camping. It was great. We
With the fam?
You have, when you're out for 5 days in the summer and it's hot, you're going to have thunderstorms. So we had a couple of days that were windy and a bit wet here and there, but all in all, only one tent got destroyed.
Only 1 tent.
So the wind came up so quickly.
The best thing about this reunion was it was at one of the relatives. They have a farm, and they are of a retirement age, this couple. Wonderful people. And all around them, their fields are being used, but they lease out their land. They don't grow anything
They have
themselves.
a big yard.
They got a big yard, big house, big yard,
I just told everybody.
They had, I don't know, did they have 20 different rigs out there maybe?
Well, we had, I count, you two, I'll count. We had, there's,
We're talking fifth wheels, trailers, 10 trailers,
11, 12.
12 rigs.
Well, 12 rigs and tents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people coming out in pickup trucks and vans.
And my niece with her brand new tent trailer that has a push out.
Slide out.
This thing is magnificent.
Well, there were some toys on display.
Big. It's like, what? This is
there were
not
some
a
nice,
tent trailer.
some nice toys on display, and there were some big rigs that came out showing off. And they were all in a big circle, all sort of a big semicircle, you know.
And in the middle, you have the kiddie pools, and that's the place where the kids can race their remote cars. And we had a couple of drones, and the one, I'm going to call it a drone, but the drone looked like a jet plane. It was awesome. That thing could book it. That's great.
Yeah, so this couple hosted everybody, and they get paid a rent on all their land plus a percentage of the action.
That's their pension.
The
That's
better
a
the crop,
pension.
the better they do. And they're surrounded by wheat and I don't know, what are they growing out there?
Wheat. Saw a lot of peas.
Peas.
And you don't know until the end if they're people peas or animal peas. It depends on what the grade is when you pull them off.
It's either feed or food.
And canola.
Canola.
Or as people of my age still call it rape. It's not rapeseed.
Yeah.
It's canola seed, but it's a hybrid of rape.
There you go.
It's a better rape.
I can't control it. I can't stop her from saying that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Canola stands for Canadian oil less acid.
Oh.
Because rapeseed has got a lot of acid in it. So it's canola now.
See?
But it still looks like the same crop. It's the yellow flowers.
JV says, good morning, Auntie Jen. Cindy.
Good morning, JV.
I have 11 SCP on
CSP.
Rocket Lab puts that I sold, 8 in my IRA. I love this game. Charlie, weather was so nice yesterday. I couldn't leave the cottage. Called in a personal day at work and stayed. So glad I did.
Nice.
Another beautiful morning on the lake. Water is like a mirror. Mandu number 5, 147. Good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Mandu. You need those mental days. That's right.
We need mental days. Joe Oliva just wrote 13 cash secured puts on Sofi at $21 strike for a $194 premium for expiry August 29. Pulled in 2,500 for a month and a half of waiting, but I'm sure I'll buy them back early. There you go, Joe. Well done. 2086 is where the stock is at.
Yeah.
Getting almost $2 for this. Nice trade.
Nice.
Giddy up, baby. Giddy on up right there, Joe. And all of you, Charlie and Cindy, well done, all of you, taking the dough. Rocket Lab, $40.75 now, up $1.72. GameStop up 33. SoFi 20.92. Trying another run at 21 right now. Welcome all to the program.
Yeah, it's a great day to come back from 5 hot days of camping to have a cool, rainy day where you don't feel bad staying inside and being a mushroom.
There you go. Mm-hmm. True.
And on that note, I'm going to start being a mushroom. Bye, everybody. Have a great Monday. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Jen, so much. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. I'm going to give you a heads up today. Those of you who are here, 222 of you, going to drop a little note for you. Tomorrow, major announcement regarding this channel. Tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow's show. Major announcement tomorrow on this channel. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Giddy up, everybody. I had to roll up and out on another covered call on MSTR. I don't mind, says dude. Cindy, sorry, I should have been cash secured put. Cash secured puts on Rocket Lab. You love the way those are paying you. No kidding. 4102 up 199. You darn right they're paying you, and you deserve everything. Stephen Butler, number 149. Bagel. Tomorrow, major announcement regarding this channel from your friend, Uncle Bruce. Do not miss tomorrow's show. If you do miss tomorrow's show, you'll hear all about it because I'll talk about this announcement every day after tomorrow. Tomorrow, major announcement on this channel. Alrighty, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you. I love it when you kids make money. We're back negative on the Dow, down 51.9. We're down 10 on S&P. We're down 32 on NASDAQ. The VIX up 73 at 1713. It's not like incredibly negative. Oil down 14 cents a barrel. There you have it. Love this here bagel, kids. Love it. Giddy up. Stephen Butler, 149. Let's go. Austin, can we fast forward to tomorrow, please? Come on by and say hi. Go, Sofi, go. 2090, 2091 volume. 21 million on Sofi now. Giddy up. Giddy on up. I don't know if there's a whack for sale or what's going on. I have no idea. We had like a 6-7 million block of stock go through in the first 10 minutes, maybe 8 million shares. And we got down to 2042 because of it. And now we're at 2096, going back to 2097. Here it is, going back to 21 again. We did reach 2103, 04, 05, kind of. Then we backed up a little, and now we're coming on again. Now we'll see. Does this fourth buy wave, third buy wave, whichever one this is, take us through 21 and beyond? Stick it out. We're only open 38 minutes, so I don't know. I'm just a guy trying to figure this out. Thank you all. Joe, you got an exclusive bagel deal with a local bakery. Is that the announcement you're going to make tomorrow? Is that the major announcement you're going to make tomorrow? What is it? What is it? What? Giddy up. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you're going to find out first. The announcement will be made to Gold Bagel members at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then when I start this show at 8:30 Eastern Time, all of you will hear the latest news. A new time schedule, maybe? What could it be? Uncle Bruce, what is the major announcement you are going to drop on us tomorrow? Giddy up. We're down 32.5 on the Dow. 35. Okay. Qs are down 40 cents. 553.80. Spiders are down 79. SoFi 2095.96 now. GameStop up 35 and Rocket Lab 41.18 up 215. Thank you for another 5% gain on Rocket Lab. Very good. Fun stuff. Go SoFi, go 2097. 21.5 million on SoFi. Go SoFi. 2196, 2197 on SoFi. Let's take a pop to 22 today. How about that? Just blow the street out the water. Unreal. $21. There it is. $21 a share. 2103. Just took it right out. There's no resistance here. Here we go. 2103 on SoFi. All meals will be streamed live. Is that the big announcement tomorrow? Uncle Bruce, what is your big announcement tomorrow? Giddy up, kids. Go Sofi, 2101. 22 million traded or so. Come on, baby. Run this puppy. 240 gain on the Rocket Lab. 41.46. Giddy up. Still negative on the three markets. Dow's down 41, S&P down 11, NASDAQ down 27. There, Uncle Bruce is going to replace himself with one of those AI-generated videos that merges his face with a cat. That's the big announcement that's coming out tomorrow. Larry knows. Cutting edge. He's right on it. Oh, my. Bobby, could the new announcement be new merch at Redbubble, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen, plastic plate set for fine dining? I hadn't thought of that. Maybe we could put some of we'll put up a special deal tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, we'll do a special deal where we have like one of Auntie Jen's snack sets along with one of my comics, and we'll make that a little set. We'll flog those. We'll add one of my microphones, one of my all wooden microphones, to the mix, where you just slip your cell phone in and broadcast out. Oh my! I hadn't thought of all this. So you guys are giving me ideas. Geez, I could really come up with some interesting announcements tomorrow. Well, you'll have to find out. You join me tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you're going to find out first what the big announcement is on this channel tomorrow. And at 8:30, when I start the show, you're welcome to join me, and we will fill you in on the big announcement. We're down 43 points on the Dow. We're down 10 on S&P. We're down 19 NASDAQ. Nothing serious. It's been a slight red tinge. Are we just kind of getting through the first hour and we're just going to hang around here? Or are we going to see a bit of a deterioration in the market premiums here and there? The Qs are down 27 cents, 554 right now. The Qs hit an all-time high of 567.63. Are we going to hang around 545, 550 for a while? 540, 550, is that our new neighborhood? Is that possible? That's a 2%, 3% pullback. Nothing massive. Yeah, well, we'll find out what's going on here. Time will tell. Sofi 20, 94, 95. We kind of get to 21, break it, then we back up about a dime. Are we sort of going to wave our way up, like up 2 steps, down 1, up 2, or up 3, down 2, up 3, down 2? What's our pattern here? Wouldn't take much for Sofi to go green, of course. We're only down 26 cents a share, 23 cents a share. I mean, come on. GameStop up 31. Rocket Lab is leading the way. 41.60 up 257. Well done, everybody, on that Rocket Lab, and I expect Sofi to follow on its own merits. It doesn't need any help from Rocket Lab or vice versa. These guys are going to be just fine. Anyway, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. I'm excited. Giddy up, you guys. Lots to watch. Microsoft is down 148, Apple down 268, Nvidia down 104. But the other 4 Magnificent Sevens, they are green. Google only up 19, Amazon just 20 cents, Tesla up 172 and Meta up 294. That's the big winner as far as a dollar move goes. A 294 gain. Nothing seriously positive on any of these. Nothing seriously negative either. We're kind of just hanging around here, just like you see the market up, down 11 on the New York market, the Dow, down 6 on S&P, and down 7.5 on NASDAQ. Just kind of, meandering along. I wonder. Meta is up 350 a share now at 721. The biggest winner, but on a percentage basis, a $720 stock, $3 move for not even a 0.5%. I mean, not even a 0.5%, just below that. All right. Netflix is up 1780. Broadcom down 36 cents. IBM down 157 at 282. This IBM stock we've been watching now for a while. 296 was the high on IBM about 2 weeks ago, maybe. And this is what I think the market's going to do. I think the whole market is going to follow what IBM has done here. IBM got up to 296. Now it's 282. It's $14 behind. Is this a disaster? No, it's doing very nicely. A 3-month chart on IBM tells you right there, it's doing fine. It got up to there, sure, but considering where it was in April, it's doing just fine. And I'm wondering about the full market. I'm wondering about the Q market. This is a 3-month chart on the Q, and I'm looking for a $10, $15 pullback in that 540, 550 range instead of 554 to 560 range. Kind of looking for a little bit of a reasonable consolidation, sort of settle in a little bit. We'll see. This is your Dow Jones in 3 months. It's up 3,800 points in 3 months. It's time for the Dow to give us a little bit of a pause. We've already started to see the top here. Will we get more of it? Well, stick around. 2102 on your Sofi. 2102. Thank you, Sofi. 4183 on Rocket Lab. Up 280, going for $42. These new highs for Rocket Lab are all-time highs. Never been here before. Absolutely all-time record highs. This is Rocket Lab for 1 year. That's way up there. Look at that, way up there. Here's a 5-year chart on your Rocket Lab. All-time highs. Came out in 2021 as a SPAC. All-time record high on Rocket Lab. Excuse me. Here's SoFi trying to get to all-time record highs. Look at it coming back up here. We haven't seen this, like I said, since 21. This is the last time we were anywhere in this neighborhood. So SoFi, thank you very much, is on a nice roll. 2102, 2103 right now on your SoFi. GameStop in 5 years, well, look at the chart here in 2021. Look at that. That was $4 a share when I went on the air. $4.80 the first time I ever talked about it. There's the 60-something dollar high. What was that? What was that print? It's just a joke. $58, $60. Well, that's 240, and we know it was beyond that. This chart isn't quite that accurate. In any event, it be what it be. But this is the last year on SoFi. GameStop, pardon me. This is GameStop for the last year. Look how cheap it is at the end of the range here. This thing's a bargain, but when more people believe in it than don't, it'll go up. And at the moment, we are where we are. $21 on SoFi, down 21 cents or so, 20 cents. 23.59 on GameStop and Rocket Lab. 42.14 up 3.11. We busted 42 like that wasn't even there. Rocket Lab is rolling. Welcome to the party, pal. Amazing. Dude, in my head, Uncle Bruce, I call MSTR the Magnificent 88th. There you go. Bama, Uncle Bruce is going to start having live guests on the show, Laugh Out Loud, starting with Larry Titus. That's what he's going to do. He's going to have live people on his show. Major announcement tomorrow. Don't miss it. Although if you miss it, you'll hear all about it. So who's kidding who? You'll all talk to each other about the announcement tomorrow. Major announcement tomorrow morning about this channel going forward. Looking forward to seeing you then and talking about it and going from there. All right. That's the story. Sofi, is it going to break 21 and take a run higher? Or is it just going to try to get to 21 today? We're waiting. We've recovered from 2042 this morning on Sofi, back to this 21 to 2105 level. The question is there a follow-through rally coming in the next 15 minutes, an hour, 2 hours? What about later this afternoon? Is there going to be a panic buy wave of shorters trying to cover up? I don't know. I just know there's 150 million plus shorted on Sofi that shouldn't be short, and they're beginning to pay a bit of a price. I'm thinking, are you doing a collaboration maybe? Dude, I'd love that. Uncle Bruce with guest and a big desk like Letterman, production values, live band, and Larry. He's going to announce that he's been a shill the whole time. That's what he's going to do. He's going to show us his business card from, Shill Central. Giddy up, kids. Oh, my gosh. Cheers to all of you. Finish off my coffee this morning. Dak, Uncle Bruce, my 40 January $30 cash secured puts on Rocket Lab are set up for rolling. Which price and what date do you suggest? Oh, wow. See, now he's got 40 Januaries. Now, I'm assuming these are January 26s that you have right now, and they're $30 cash secured puts. What should we do? How should we do it? Well, you certainly can go to 35s for January 26. You could certainly go to 35s for Jan 27s. I mean, you could, stretch out a year and add $5 to the, and you're still writing out of the money 35s. Obviously, you could write 40s for Jan 26, June 26, or Jan 27 as just a general, whatever. I mean, can you bring in $3 a contract in additional cash? That would give you 12,000 more. If you can bring in $5 of additional cash, you're bringing in 20,000 more. I don't know if you're contemplating anything higher than that. Rocket Lab 42.27. I do not know, but hey, you're in a win position, and I say keep winning indeed. Larry, I'd be sure to have a nice squeaky clean mouse if I were on that. Stephen, Bruce, and Jen, is it time for a jaunt to Europe, or are they going somewhere else for an extended tour to New Zealand? Larry, I think Uncle Bruce has cut a deal with Yoko to make a live appearance. That's what the announcement is tomorrow. The speculation is running amok. There you go. Well, we're green on the Dow. We're now up 16 points. This is the second time we've gone green today. S&P down 2.6 points on its way to going green. NASDAQ is green, second time. We're now 14 and a half points higher on NASDAQ. So the three markets are definitely turning higher, not by a lot, but just, they've gone to the green side of the ledger. SoFi 2098, 2099 right now. Okay. We got a lot to follow here, as do you. 340 gain on Rocket Lab, 42.43. My goodness. DAC, whatever you do, buy back those cash secured puts at a super discount, and then write for a super premium and grab as many dollars as they're handing you, whatever you're comfortable doing. I love it. I love this game, kids. Congratulations, you guys. Well done, each and every one of you out there on your cash secured put writing, on your call credit spread writing. The Qs are up 31, 554.51. Watching this market to see how it handles this slight gain. I don't know, whatever. Time will tell how it performs. 42.40 on Rocket Lab, pushing the high of all time. 42.56 is the high now that we just hit a few minutes ago. 42.41 now. Rocket Lab is just rocking along. Microsoft down $1, Apple down 260, Nvidia down $1.05. A 10-cent gain on Tesla, a 28-cent gain on Google, a 52-cent gain on Amazon. We're not going anywhere here. Meta is up $4.44. That's the only winner, Meta, $4.44. The rest of them are up not even $1, not even 50 cents or so, and the other three are down 110, 111, or 297. So more negative than positive on the Magnificent Seven at the moment. Now, how long it lasts, I don't know. A dude is thinking he's booked Yoko. They're going to play the album and duet over it. That's what they're going to do. Can't miss YouTube. Yeah, you can't miss tomorrow's show. I mean, you just got to be here for it. Oh my God, what an announcement expected tomorrow from Uncle Bruce. A major announcement on his channel. Is Yoko going to be a guest? Oh my God. So, some of these suggestions are pretty good. I think they would cause a ratings storm. We could really be on the cusp of something big. I'm wondering. Well, geez. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. We're negative again on those indexes. The Dow is now negative 16, S&P down 8, Nasdaq down 12. They've just turned right around at the moment. The three losers on the Magnificent Seven are still down. Microsoft now down 156, that's lost about 50 cents. Apple down 292, and Nvidia down 124. So all three have turned redder. Meta is only up 330 instead of 440. Now it's only up 260 instead of 440. Google up only 12 cents. Amazon up 38, and Tesla's up 83 cents. So none of these are going anywhere huge. So we'll see how this plays. And the Dow just went down again. We're down 44 now on the Dow. Make that 47. Down 11 on S&P. Nasdaq down 22. Sofi 2082 after touching 2105.04. 2084 on Sofi. We got GameStop up 26 and Rocket Lab 42.47 at the moment. All right, Austin, I've solved it, folks. He will have Ryan Cohen on and grill him for not buying SoFi. And then Ryan will buy SoFi live on stream, causing GameStop and SoFi to go to 50 a share tomorrow. That's the big announcement that's going to happen on this channel. Now, there you go. It just gets better and better. I mean, I tell you, these announcements, this proposed major announcement that I'm going to make tomorrow, this is getting better than I thought. I love this. Must watch YouTube tomorrow. You can't miss it. Oh my gosh, what can I say? It be what it be. Wow. Okay, 42.33 on Rocket Lab. What's the high on Rocket Lab now? 42.58. Then we're at 42.38. We're holding these gains nicely. 8.5 million on Rocket Lab. Approaching 20 billion market cap on Rocket Lab. That's pretty cool bean stuff. Still negative on, we're negative on 4 of the Magnificent Sevens. Google has joined the negative party. We're down 12 cents on the Google shares. We're only up 33 on Amazon. We're up 76, 80 cents on Tesla. Meta only up 199. All 7 are moving lower ever so slightly, but we are moving lower on all 7 Magnificent Sevens. And only 3 are green, 4 are in the red. Google only down 2 cents, though. Just barely turned that direction. Okay. Stephen Butler, Bruce is going to make an Alfalfa tribute album, Peg, Oh My Heart. For people that are not old, look up Little Rascals films. Dude, Yoko and Ryan, a double booking. Maybe you can get Roaring Kitty too. Oh, that would be great. Murray, I learned a lot from writing my first share covered calls on Rocket Lab at 30 when the share was 22, laughing out loud. Sharon, Austin for president, Dak, roll 20. at 190 Jan 26 35s and 20 at 890 December 26 40s. 35s and 40s. Something tells me that 190 might not be quite right. I'm not sure what this means, but DAC is bringing in dough. Dude, stocks moving lower. You love to see it. There you go. All right. All right. Google down a nickel, down 6. It was just up a penny or two. Now it's down 6. So there you go. The Dow is down 45. S&P down 11. NASDAQ down 20. And the Qs are negative 28 cents. SoFi 2084. 2080. Excuse me. Volume on SoFi 26.2 million now in an hour and 2 minutes. There it is. All right, there you go. Lisa, Rocket Lab, 19 September, $50 cover calls are going for between $345 and $360. You can write $50 covered calls on Rocket Lab and get about 7% on that strike. Wow, that's something. 42.14 on Rocket Lab right now. Unbelievable. Dow is down 70 points, S&P down 13, NASDAQ down 25. The first hour has come and gone. We did not manage to break into the green at all. We're kind of back where we were pre-market. What happens from here? Qs are down 46 cents. SPY is down 111. All right. 2084 on SoFi, down 37 cents. GameStop up 40, Rocket Lab up 324 so far this morning. There it is. All right, folks, I'm going to call this a day, and I'm going to say thank you for joining me as always, as you always are. Thank you for being members of this channel. If you're a Gold Bagel member, if you're a Chillin member, thank you. Join me tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Eastern, a major announcement to be made regarding this YouTuber and this channel. Welcome you to that. 8:30 for the rest of you. You'll find out. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you'll find out first, and the rest of you will find out second. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, and have a great rest of your day today. Keep writing. Take the dough. They're handing it to you. You can't not take it. Stephen Butler, thank you. Bruce and Jen, Nico, thanks, Uncle Bruce. Have a great day, everybody. Neat. Don't forget the knee emojis. Thanks all. 2090 again on that SoFi. Go SoFi, baby. Keep it going. 2091. Let's rock. And let's hope you get nothing but richer, and a little richer. Okay. Nico, see you tomorrow. Don't leave us. Bagel Babe. Neat. Stephen. Neat. We'll be here tomorrow morning. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. See you all tomorrow for the big announcement. Have a great day. Charlie. Neat. There you go. All right. We'll see you later, everybody. Get richer. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.